Farokh. Thank you very much for coming to Germany.
Thank you.
You live and work in Bombay in India.
Yeah.
You have experience as homeopath for more than 30 years now. You give seminars all over the world. Can you tell us something about how you became a homeopath? What is your story?
Okay. I joined homeopathy college in the year 1976 to be exact, and I finished my pre-medical science degree, and I got admission in the normal medical college, and somehow after a few months of studying in that normal medical college, I came back to Bombay, and I was in search of a system of medicine that could really cure the person and heal the person. There was a medical background in my family. My grandfather was an ENT surgeon already, and my grandfather also owned a chemist shop. So there was a lot of expectations from me that I should go to this modern medical branch, and studying homeopathy was a big setback and to my family, but I was very strong and determined to understand this new healing of science, and I studied the first 4 years in that college. Of course, the standard of homeopathy at that particular time was not very good, because most of my teachers were practicing modern medicine and teaching homeopathy, which was a quite paradoxical thing and very frustrating to know that why am I learning this when my own teachers don't have faith in this particular science. But I never gave up, and I thought that maybe they lack something, and so I tried, after passing homeopathy from the college, I tried learning from different teachers, different practitioners all over India. I invested a lot of time, and I also started the first homeopathic hospital with the help of the management of the college, which is now almost a 60-70 bedded hospital, and I became the first house physician, the first administrative medical officer, and the first consultant of that hospital, and I stayed there for 24 hours a day, and without any holidays I admitted patients in the hospital and gained a lot of practical experience, how to treat pneumonia, how to treat acute attack of asthma, how to treat typhoid, how to treat malaria. These are the common diseases that we used to see. And then if I was unsuccessful, I will always take help of my seniors and try to find out the truth, whether homeopathy can treat or cannot treat. And subsequently, I got a very good offer from an world's Asia largest allopathic hospital in Bombay, that is known as Bombay Hospital, to establish a department of homeopathy, because I treated successfully some trustees of that hospital, and they were fully convinced with the results of homeopathy. Until today, now almost 30 years have passed, and the department is working very smoothly, and this 3 decades of mine I have spent a lot in that allopathic hospital.
Yesterday, so you said that we should stay on the basics of homeopathy. We should practice classical homeopathy with the right books. What would you say? What were the main teachers, the main books for you in your development?
I would, of course, begin my study with Hahnemann. Hahnemann has contributed quite a lot, but unfortunately his writings are 200 years old, and it takes really time to interpret that particular knowledge in today's era of medicine, where medicine has developed quite a lot. But the principle still remains the same. The basic fundamental thing still remains the same. And even though Hahnemann himself never published many cases in the literature, but whenever you see the case records of Hahnemann's book, which is still preserved in Stuttgart in Robert Bosch Foundation, it is really very enlightening for a beginner to see how Hahnemann also used to treat very advanced pathological cases that were available at his time. Subsequently, Herring's guiding symptoms also gives lot of pathological rubrics in the Materia Medica. Then Lippe had contributed quite many cases of H.G. Wells, cases by Grunse, cases by Margaret Blackie, and then many British homeopaths like Burnett, cases given by Nash. These are all Dunham. These are all very, very reliable stuff. If you browse the Journal of Homeopathic International and Hahnemannian Monthly and Hahnemannian and the old recorders, the homeopathic recorders. And over a period of many, many years, I have xeroxed from the libraries all the recorders and found out something very useful. And I'm thoroughly impressed by what the old generation of homeopathy used to do and how they procured more than 80-90% success. So, and this is, I think this is too little, and I have to still read a lot about those cases and sharpen my skill.
Yes.
But they are my main teachers.
Yes. So you studied a lot by yourself.
Yeah, and subsequently, in the modern generation, if I have to really give some good credit, I would rather give to Dr. Georgos Vithoulkas, and I had an opportunity to go to Elonis House several times, and I had a pleasure to meet Georgos Vithoulkas in my own clinic in Bombay, and together also we gave seminars, and I found out to be a very, very classical homeopath with very sound principle of knowledge in homeopathy, and he is very honest, and I could see the real principles of homeopathy, how he procures in the curing of his own patients, even with heavy pathology. So this was a very big support in my life that I got.
Yes. You can trust even in very severe cases.
Yes.
On the principle.
Yes. My whole thinking got changed in late 90s when I went to Elonis House and learned from him.
Yes.
So we should progress slowly. Definitely there is a space for progress. Definitely there is a space for research. But in a very honest way, in a proper way, in a very systematic way.
Can you tell us something about the way your daily work looks like? How many patients do you see?
Okay, of course, because of my age and some added responsibilities, I don't see so many patients as I used to see 20-25 years back. But 25 years back I used to sleep in my own clinic because I didn't have time to go to my clinic. And on an average I used to see 200-250 patients a day. Now, because of the age and because of the responsibility, I am only able to see 50 to 70 patients in a day. That is morning and evening practice combined together. And I start my day at around 5:30 in the morning and with prayers, and then after prayers I do little meditation, and then immediately I do my academic work, and then I take interviews of the patients, some very difficult cases, first thing in the morning, and then after 10 o'clock I start seeing the old patients. Then again in late afternoon I again see some new patients, and then again I see the old patients, and after 9 o'clock again I study in my clinic, which may go up to 10:30, 11:30, 12, and by midnight I go back home and relax. And I work from Monday to Sunday. I am a little workaholic by nature, not alcoholic.